All Walmart stores across the city are going to be hosting free clinics tomorrow. It's part of Walmart Wellness Day. The event features free health screenings, low-cost flu shots, and immunizations, as well as various wellness demonstrations. Wellness Day events run from 10 in the morning until 2 p.m.
Now, your Chris 6 weather forecast with Chief Meteorologist Dale Nelson.
Well, if you were out and about today, you couldn't help but notice the wind, which is now peaked at 46 miles an hour in Corpus Christi, 48 in Portland, and 49 in Kingsville. Some big winds because of a big storm system headed this way. Here's the looping Doppler radar. And again, except for a couple sprinkles, quiet in the coastal bend as far as rain goes. But just in the last hour, you'll notice right out here to the northwest of Laredo and southeast of Del Rio, this line of showers and thunderstorms has developed, and some of this activity is heavy and on the severe side. So we're watching this carefully as this is going to advance in our direction here overnight, and that's why we have the severe thunderstorm watch that covers our northern counties of Bee and Live Oak until 10 o'clock tonight. That'll be preceded by the frontal system, which will be in here shortly thereafter. Here's the wind advisory for the coastal bend. Again, gusty winds blowing things over between now and 7 o'clock tonight. And the Storm Prediction Center has a bullseye in northeast Texas where there's a moderate risk of severe weather there. And if you come down into the coastal bend here, you can see that we have a marginal risk here in Corpus Christi. This was not the case yesterday, and a slight risk of severe weather in our northern counties. That would be gusty winds over 60 miles an hour, some small hail, of course, lightning and brief heavy rain. This is moving very fast, so the rain that we have tonight isn't going to last very long, even though it'll briefly be heavy. And that's why we're not going to see huge rainfall totals like we did back on the 20th of December, where it rained for about 12 hours straight. Now, the dry air coming in behind this, well, that will also induce beautiful blue skies tomorrow. A lot of wind behind the front initially that will taper off quickly because the low is going to move out quickly. And by 9 o'clock tomorrow night, it'll be all the way up in the Ohio Valley. And we'll see a nice gentle west-southwest flow. Cold air remains locked up into Canada, although it gets cold here tomorrow night, but typical for January and in the 40s. And again, no signs of an Arctic outbreak just yet. That's through the middle of next week. We stay mild. Here's our double barrel front that we talked about. Again, it's generally in a line from Del Rio to Dallas, and then a secondary front behind it, which will create the wind in the morning and severe weather watch potential from Texas all the way north into Missouri and southwestern Illinois, with a clash of very mild, humid air with cold air and the jet stream right over the top. And that's the reason why we're going to see a line of showers form tonight out to the west. This is about 10 o'clock tonight coming into the city with most of the action north of us, and then a little bit of lightning and thunder right here at 11 o'clock tonight. Then it pushes on through and clears out by 2 a.m. Rainfall amounts, as I mentioned, generally on the light side. Couple areas under a thunderstorm may see a half inch of rain that'll happen very quickly, but most of us will be at a quarter of an inch or less. The winds will continue to blow until about 9 o'clock tonight. They settle down near the front, and then behind the front they pick up in the morning, sustained at 20 to 25 with gusts to 35, but then they settle down here on Saturday evening through Sunday. 72 now. We'll be down into the low 60s by midnight behind the front with a few thunder showers working through, and then on into the 50s after that. Day planner for tomorrow, 55 in the morning, 65 at noon and at 5 p.m., but with lots of sunshine. And highs tomorrow will be in the 60s across the region, except south and west will top 70. Here's the 7-day forecast. 67 tomorrow, 45 and 71. Very nice Sunday. Warming up but clouding up Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Another front will make it cool here and kind of cloudy and clammy by the end of next week. But tonight we're looking for some thunder showers, but the worst of it's going to be far north of the coastal bend.
All right. Thank you, Dale.
All right. Coming up, the Houston Texans getting ready for their big playoff game at Kansas City this Sunday.
They're coming off a big win over Buffalo. Can they do it again this weekend? Alan is going to take a closer look after this.
Mic test 1 2 1 2 1 2 3.